Okay, I'm going to reply to this comment in my video, Defying the Laws of Nature, to a commenter whose handle is just nobody. Could you explain what you mean by defy? Which law of physics is being defied? Okay, well, for example, we talked about the law of entropy in some sense defied because, if entropy is going to increase, living beings are entropy pumps. Gets a little complicated if we go into that. Let's use this example. The refrigerator, also an entropy pump. Okay. Everything about it pumping energy out is explained, quote unquote, by the laws of thermodynamics, which are a bit heuristic to call a scientific explanation, but whatever. Let's just say they're explained. What's not explained is your decision to turn that light switch on. How can the process of physics lead to an option to turn it on or off? And since this defies the current laws of physics, some people say you don't really have that option. But they don't explain why you have the illusion of the option either. Okay. He says, please explain this evidence that you have. I think that explains it. How do things appear to me exactly? Well, that's a pretty big question. And what new physics? Well, this came up sort of in the context of we have quantum physics, and right now there are no known quantum physical effects in the brain or elsewhere in the human body, and we should look for those. Anytime we find physics, we should pretty much expect that it'll be in play somehow in the human body as well as other systems. So you say propose something. Well, I'm proposing that we continue to look at that because, again, this series of videos had something to do with the result that quantum mechanics seems to be in play in photosynthesis. You say my line of argument can easily lead to magical beliefs and an argument for any notion of religious beliefs. And I don't see how that's true because, you can't always say, well, maybe some new kind of science will explain it. And that's true. You just have to deal with that as a materialist and a realist. That is true, that argument that, yeah, maybe there'll be a new physics. But what you have is evidence and facts already the case, and you have predictions of these magical systems. And so some magical system that says that if you will it strong enough, you can manifest a rose right into your hand just by picturing it well enough. Well, nobody's demonstrated that, have they? So how would this, a new law of physics could explain how that's possible. But since you've never shown that it happened, there's no reason to think it's possible. No reason to look for a new law of physics. I think it looks desperate if you do that in that case, and that's good enough. You say, as far as ideas and such, they do have at least some origin in the brain. Yeah, I'd say at least some. If you're arguing something different than such, please be clear. No, that's what I'm arguing. All right. Cheers, just nobody.